People who first arrive at the ruins of Puma Punku often describe the same eerie feeling, an almost electric stillness hanging over a field of shattered megaliths, as if something enormous and impossible once stood here and then collapsed in a single moment. The wind creeps across the Bolivian altiplano. The sky stretches endlessly overhead, and scattered across the plateau lie some of the most precisely cut stones ever found in the ancient world. Blocks weighing dozens of tons, carved with interlocking geometric shapes, razor-sharp angles, and perfectly straight lines that seem like they came off a modern industrial machine rather than a civilization thousands of years old. This is Puma Punku, a site that has baffled explorers, archaeologists, engineers, and conspiracy theorists for decades. A place where the boundary between known history and disturbing possibility becomes uncomfortably thin. Standing among these ruins, the first thing that captures your attention is the stone blocks themselves. Not only their size, but their precision. Enormous slabs of red sandstone reaching up to 80 tons, and most intriguingly, the famous H-shaped modular blocks carved from incredibly hard andesite. To cut this stone today requires diamond-tipped tools, industrial equipment, or advanced machining processes. Yet whoever built Puma Punku shaped these blocks with a precision measured in millimeters. Perfect right angles, uniform slots, smooth surfaces, circular drill holes that look as if they were made with a high-speed bit. The puzzle becomes even stranger when you realize that these H-blocks were designed like giant three-dimensional puzzle pieces, capable of fitting together with near-mechanical precision. It suggests mass production, standardization, and a level of architectural planning far beyond what's expected from a civilization without writing, wheels, or metal tools capable of shaping stone this hard. Everywhere you look, you see destruction, but not the natural kind. Many appear as if they were violently thrown, shattered, or displaced by an intense force. Some lie upside down, others are cracked clean through, and several pieces are scattered far from their original positions. This has led to all kinds of speculation. A massive earthquake, a sudden cataclysm, or something even more dramatic. Whatever happened here, it was sudden and devastating, like the site was dismantled in an instant. And that raises a deeper question. If Puma Punku really belonged to the pre-Inca Tiwanaku civilization, how did a culture otherwise known for more modest stonework manage to create a structure so impossibly advanced that even modern engineers raise their eyebrows? The mystery deepens when you learn that the quarry for some of these stones lies more than 10 kilometers away. Moving an 80-ton block today requires heavy cranes, specialized vehicles, and a coordinated engineering team. But moving it over uneven terrain, without wheels, across open landscape thousands of years ago, even with teamwork and ingenuity, the logistics are staggering. And yet ancient builders didn't just move these stones. They lifted, positioned, aligned, and set them with incredible accuracy. There is virtually no room for error in the interlocking pieces, meaning the constructors had a deep understanding of geometry, measurement, and load-bearing architecture. Some have suggested that the builders used advanced surveying tools, perhaps ropes and plumb lines, taken to their highest form. Others wonder if something more sophisticated was at play. While mainstream archaeology attributes Puma Punku to the Tiwanaku culture, dated roughly between 500 and 1000 AD, many researchers challenge this idea. They argued that the level of craftsmanship at Puma Punku appears far older, more advanced, and drastically different from the surrounding structures. Even the Incas, who inherited the region centuries later and were master stone masons themselves, pointed to Puma Punku with reverence and confusion. They claimed it was built by the gods of Irakuka, a mysterious race of beings who arrived in the distant past, bringing knowledge, architecture, and technology before vanishing as quickly as they appeared. To the indigenous people, Puma Punku wasn't simply an ancient structure, it was evidence of a forgotten chapter in human existence, a time when humans walked beside powerful teachers from somewhere beyond the ordinary world. Walking deeper into the scattered remains, you encounter blocks with intricate channels, grooves, and perfectly drilled holes arranged with mathematical spacing. Engineers who've studied the site say that the precision of these cuts rivals modern machine tooling. The smoothness and symmetry are so exact that replicating them by hand, with stone tools, would border on the impossible. Some blocks contain internal angles sharper than 90 degrees, something extremely difficult to achieve without specialized equipment. Others have curved surfaces blended seamlessly into flat planes, showing an understanding of complex geometry. This is not crude chipping or hand-carved guesswork, this is industrial-level refinement. But perhaps the most fascinating part is how these blocks were meant to fit together. Evidence suggests that the builders created a modular construction system, where each piece served a structural or functional purpose. The H-blocks are nearly identical in dimension, suggesting a blueprint or master design. Some researchers believe the structure was once a multi-level complex with terraces, platforms, and intricately engineered walls. Then comes the great enigma: tools. No tools capable of creating this stonework have ever been found at the site. Not metal chisels strong enough to cut andesite. Not measuring instruments that could produce such precision. Not machinery. Nothing that would explain how such monumental craftsmanship was achieved. It is as if the builders completed their work and vanished without leaving any trace of their methods. Some geologists claim the site shows signs of extreme weathering, perhaps suggesting it is much older than official estimates. Others argue that erosion patterns don't match the proposed timeline. Imagine the structure as it once was. Towering walls, polished stone surfaces gleaming under the Andean sun, interlocking blocks forming seamless joints, water channels running through designed pathways, and the whole complex aligned with sophisticated astronomical markers. It stands as a silent reminder that history is not always what we think it is, and that somewhere in the distant past, humanity, or something alongside humanity, may have been capable of far more than we've ever imagined.